The parking garage smelled like fuel and damp concrete, the kind of place where sound lingers longer than it should. We entered on the ground level, moving past abandoned vehicles and support pillars that turned the open space into a maze. Our objective was simple: check the upper floors quickly, confirm they were clear, and move on. But parking garages make people uneasy. There are too many blind corners, too many levels stacked on top of each other. We reached the ramp that spiraled upward along the outer wall. It was wide enough for cars, but narrow enough to funnel movement. I took point as we started climbing, staying close to the inner barrier while watching the open side that overlooked the lower floor. The light changed with every turn, dim in one stretch, harsh in the next. Halfway to the second level, I heard movement above us. It wasn't footsteps, exactly. It was more like something shifting quickly and then stopping. I slowed, raised my hand, and we froze on the incline. The silence pressed in, broken only by the faint drip of water somewhere below. The first shots came from the top of the ramp. Rounds cracked downward, hitting the concrete near our feet and sending fragments skittering down the slope. We dropped instantly, using the ramp's curve and the low divider as partial cover. I returned fire upward toward the edge where shadows moved between parked cars and pillars. The angle made everything harder. They had elevation and a clear line of sight down the ramp. We had limited cover and nowhere to retreat without exposing our backs. I shifted my position slightly, pressing into the divider, firing controlled bursts to keep them from leaning too far out. The gunfire echoed violently through the garage, each shot bouncing off concrete and metal, making it feel like the fight was happening on every level at once. My ears rang, but the radio cut through with calm, precise updates, directing another element to access the upper floor from a separate stairwell. Holding that ramp felt like standing in a funnel. Every second stretched as we traded bursts of fire, denying them the chance to push down on us. My breathing was heavy, my chest tight from the incline and the tension, but my hands stayed steady as I watched for movement between the pillars above. Then, the rhythm changed. The fire from the top became scattered, hesitant. A new series of shots echoed from deeper inside the upper level, sharper and closer to them than to us. Their return fire faltered, then stopped altogether. We didn't rush. We held our position for several long seconds, watching, listening, letting the silence prove itself. When we finally advanced, it was slow and deliberate, clearing vehicles and pillars one by one until the floor was secure. Standing at the top of the ramp afterward, I looked down the spiral we had just climbed. From above, it seemed shorter, less threatening. From below, it had felt endless. That parking garage stayed with me because it showed how terrain can trap you without walls or doors. Sometimes, a simple incline can become a battleground where patience and coordination matter more than speed. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more.